come into the attack, and he's going to bowl in the rain here at Washington Park. He is taking up the attack from the southern end. Yeah, and he goes in around the wicket and bowls this on. It's pushed away just to the left of Zishan Qureshi at cover, and that's a single to Khan. Pushes the score to 97 for 3.
Who's the bowler? Who's the bowler?
So Narayan is going to continue from the southern end. He's having problems gripping the ball at the moment. Of course, with the rain about the place and the earlier rain we've had, the outfield very lush, and it has retained moisture. So with the ball skimming the surface, it will always pick up moisture. And on that occasion, Qureshi throwing the ball back to the bowler, and the bowler making no attempt to really collect it on the full. You try to limit the contact on the surface with the ball, especially with the rain and the wet surface out there. Here's Narayan around the wicket again. That's a short delivery, and this is cut away beautifully. He's not going to get to the fence. As I said before, the outfield is very heavy, and only a single. I thought that was poor running on that occasion between Purchett and Khan, and the score goes on to 99 for 3. Purchett is on 8, Khan on 9. Cricket Council USA, of course, being a big part of this Chicago Cup. Of course, this is the 7th edition. We had no Chicago Cup last year because of the flooding in Houston. The organizers decided to lend their resources to Houston and, of course, in the recovery project. And they decided last year not to play the Chicago Cup. This is a full toss outside the off stump. It's going to be signaled wide by the umpire. That's the 100. The 100 is up for Gabbar. They are 100 for 3. And, of course, the names of the teams this season, of course, being named after villains. And, of course, villains who would have acted in movies. This one is pushed away down too long for a single. And the score goes on to 101 for 3. Pritchett goes on to 9. Khan, in fact, comes to the strike. He's on 9 as well. And it's 101 for 3. So, this is over number 11 in progress. And the MAC TV, of course, are bringing you the action here live. We have our crew on hand, and they are busily trying to get everything up and running. Of course, the bad weather here today, causing a delay of sorts. I'm joined, of course, by my very good friend from Trinidad and Tobago, Roddy Lalman. And he was up and running from very early. He's always up and running from early. 101 for 3. It's the end of over number 11. Remember the Gabbar, they won the toss and decided to bat. And they have done pretty well so far. 101 for 3. It's a good platform so far. And they will be looking to end strongly. I think given what we have out there at the moment, a score of 175, 180 is definitely not out of the question. So Magambo Invaders will definitely be looking to pull it back towards the end. Of course, they have gotten things have gotten out of hands so far. So Magambo Invaders, they brought the experienced Zishan Qureshi back into the attack. His first over, he was a bit short, and he felt the wrath of the batsman. He's going to bowl to Purchett, and he's going to bowl around the wicket. Qureshi, of course, was with the Guyana Amazon setup with the Guyana Amazon Warriors set up early on, and of course he has gained a lot of experience That was a quicker delivery. Again, a bit on the short side though, but pushing that through as he normally does. He's not going to toss anything up. Not a short delivery outside the off stump. The batsman trying to force it away on the offside. Fails to make contact. And it's in fact, he was dropped on that occasion. That one taking the under edge of the bat in and out of the gloves of the wicketkeeper. Better delivery there by Qureshi, allowing that one, bowling that one closer to the batsman, and he allowed that one a little bit more air, and on dropping on the AstroTurf, it was slow enough to gain traction, and it spun across the batsman. Of course, the batsman on the back foot looking to force it away through the offside, and the score remains 101 for 3. So this is an important over. Over number 12, Qureshi bowling 3-dot ball, which is like golden dust in this format of the game. It's making a change. He's going to put a short cover in place. Of course, the batsman would have initiated that by the way he was pulling away, looking to force through cover. And this is short from Qureshi, bouncer type like. And he pushed that one through. It's through to the wicketkeeper, and no run. So far so good from Zishan Qureshi. He's in his second over, none for 14. He got 14 in his first over. This delivery is well tossed up. A wonderful delivery. There's an appeal for a stumping. And not out, says the umpire. The batsman on that occasion pushed it. Didn't move away from his crease. But a good delivery from Qureshi. The previous one was short, and it made some height on that occasion. He slowed it up, tossed it up, and the batsman didn't know too much about that. So one delivery again to go, and bowling a maiden over in T20 cricket is quite a feat. Imagine bowling a maiden over after 10 overs as well. Well, he's doing that, and saying as I'm saying that, we're seeing a drizzle coming down here again at the Washington Park. Qureshi. Again, well pitched up. This is cut away down to the sweeper's position on the boundary. Only a single. So a good over from Zishan Qureshi, just a single. And that has pulled it back somewhat at the end of over number 12. The score is 102 for 3.
Bowler Nare.
Right, yeah. It's a projected score underneath here, right? The current here, and if you could see it. Clouds always here.
I made sure everything was on front. Probably shouldn't be walking in front of this camera.
Do we have a longer HDMI?
HDMI? They don't make longer ones.
Yeah.
The signal doesn't go that far.
Yeah. 25 feet.
Maximum 25. Go HDMI. Max is like
103 for 3 at the moment. Purshit is on 11 and Khan is on 9. Partnership of 16 at the moment.
give him mother sister Gali.
And I want to say good morning to Sophie Ankama, who is using some beautiful language at the moment in describing the cricket. And Narayan is continuing from the southern end. He comes in. That's a good delivery, well pitched up, and of course that is what's required towards the back end of a T20 game. You look to go full and wide. The batsman getting an edge down to third man, gets a single, and Purshit comes in to strike. Now he's on 11. Khan is on 10, and a number of people here of Indian origin normally plays cricket in Chicago. This is lofted in the air. He could be in trouble. He's dropped. And we have seen so many drop catches here. Purchett looking to go through the offside, down to a long off position. And the fielder got nicely underneath that one, but he was taking it too low. He should have tried to have taken that at eye level. It would have given him a second opportunity if he had fumbled as he did, and it was grasped. His delivery is a flatter one that's pushed away on the offside. And the can remains on 10, 105 for 3. They're not helping their cause here, Magambo invaders, because their out cricket has not been of the best. They may well want to say that the ball is slipping out of their hands. Here is Narayan again, left arm around the wicket. That's a quicker delivery. It peels out the outer half of the bat. It's going to run away very close to the boundary. A third man, it evades the fielder. And that was poor running by Khan and Purchett on that occasion. They should have gotten 2. They settled only for a single. Khan goes on to 11. And Purchett comes in to strike. He is on 12. It's 106 for 3. And Narayan Mukunda, he's in his third over. None for 23. Outside the off stump, this one piece off the edge, down to third man, and they're going to come through for a single. Why was there hesitation on that occasion? That was not Purchett's call, and he was actually stuttering going down the track. That was Khan's call. He called very firmly, and all Purchett had to do was to respond, and he did that. Eventually getting down to the non-strikers end. It's not a bad over from Narayan. He has bowled 3 overs, none for 24. And at the end of over number 13, Roddy Lalman points to the score. It's 107 for the loss of 3 wickets. Ishanchuk Qureshi is going to continue the attack. But before he does that, I'm looking heavenwards, and it's really getting dark here at Chicago. I think very soon we may well be due for a downpour at this wonderful Washington Park. Qureshi is going to continue, and he's bowling to Purchett. He's around the wicket, he bowls him, and that's a delivery that's a bit short. Purchett just coming forward initially, going back, playing it away down to backward point, and there is no run there. So Qureshi continues to bowl well since his second coming. He has now bowled 7 deliveries, has conceded just a single. He goes in again, and that's a well-tossed up delivery. The batsman reaching that one on the full, and that's driven away through cover down to the boundary for 4. On that occasion, Purchett using his feet nicely, and just to throw Qureshi off a bit, he drives it away down to deep cover for 4. Nelson is now on the board. The Gabbar Dakos, they are 111 for 3. This is over number 14 in progress. Outside the off stump, and that one goes through to the wicket keeper.
Short.
$117 for 3. Purchett is on 23. Khan is on 11, and that was a 6 struck there by Purchett. And he has really started to open up his hands and look nicely. This time outside the off stump, he allows this one to go by. Surprisingly allowing that one to go by. You look at the field, and anything past the inner circle will go to the fence on the offside, except for deep cover. Here is Qureshi. He needs to be straighter, and that's a wonderful delivery, a better delivery. Good end to the over, and at the end of it, at the end of over number 14, Qureshi has bowled 3 overs for 25, and Narayan Mukunda 3 overs for 24, and at the end of over number 14, the Gabbar Dakas, they're batting first against the Magambo Invaders. They're 117 for 3 at a very chilly, windy Washington Park here in Chicago.
Chau, I told that,